Hey, what is up, everybody? It is nowonshall coming back to you with another Star Trek Fleet Command video. Today, we're going to talk about Jaylah and what her potentials are, and can she make a good alternative to a PMT crew for swarm hunting. So, if you guys know what PMT is, that is Pike, Moreau, Talon, which I'll give you the example right here now, which the crew is. So there's the crew, and that's what we refer to as PMT. But before we get into the video, don't forget to hit the like, the subscribe, that bell notification down below. Below that is a see more button. Click that see more, come join that Discord, and below that is a donation link. If you want to donate, click that button and donate, because you love me and I love you too. And below that is a join button, which will show the ultimate amount of like loyalty or love for me, whatever you want to say. Click that button, become a member for 2, 5, 10, or 20 bucks a month. I would greatly appreciate it. So let's get into the video. But first things first, I gotta give a big shout out to Graybeard, which is on, his name is on Discord. He gave me the inspiration to make this video today. He's like, hey dude, you might want to check this out. And I start running through the numbers, and I'm just like, oh wow, that's definitely interesting because of her ability. Let's get into her ability first. So let's go down to Jaylah, since I just barely unlocked her today. So let's go to the bottom. Oh wait, no, yeah, bottom. So here's Jaylah. So her main ability is Scavenger. Jaylah increases the amount of resources you get from killing hostiles by 100% while using a Franklin or Franklin A. And her officer ability is, when Jaylah is on the Franklin fighting swarm hostiles, Jaylah increases the number of shots of the Franklin A or Franklin by 1 per round. Okay, cool. That's pretty self-explanatory. You get an extra shot per gun when you have Jaylah on board. So first things first, I ran her on a 40. So a 40 Armada. And you can see some of us were using normal crews, and some people were going this method. So that's the way I went. Alex figured it out. I figured it out. Mish figured it out. So we started to use we use Jaylah, Kirk, and Spock, which usually we run Kirk and Spock on a general basis for most Armada stuff, unless you're running a Enterprise in those Armadas. But we use that just to keep the shields up longer. And as you see, her ability does activate it. So you see on Alex's, it shows by 1, adds a shot per round. And it's not going to read everyone else because Armada somehow don't read everybody else's for most part. So as you can tell, let's go down. Let's find my shot. So I have 1, 2, 3 right there in my first firing volley. And we go down. 1, 2, 3, that's 6. We go down. 1, 2, 3. That's 9 shots in that one round. And then for whatever round it is, it's going to add that extra amount of shots. And let's now go to the swarm, which is going to last one I ran with PMT. So as you see here, without running her, it's 1, 2, the first shot, 3, 4, 5, 6. So running Jaylah on your ship's going to give you a 1.5x bonus. So from 6, you're going to 9 shots. So that's interesting. And you're doing a little more damage output, so it gives you more chances to crit, more chances to hit them, which is cool. So now we're to go down to back to Jaylah one more time to show you with the swarm. So as you saw where the health is right here. So where my my head's in the way, so let's pop my face to the other side for you guys. So as you guys see right there, that's the percentage that it took off me. So this was one for giggles because I wanted to test it out. So you use that for the shot pattern as you see here. I took more damage. And wait, before we get into that part. So let's look at the roundage. 7 rounds. 5 rounds. All right, let's take that into account. I know I got more damage done to me, but take that into account. And we'll count out the shots in this round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So from PMT to Kirk, Spock, Jaylah, we got our Jaylah, Kirk, Spock. Really doesn't matter which way you run it unless you wanted more Scavenger. But anyways, you get that 3 extra shots for that round. Okay, so let's look into the next testing phase, because there might be a theoretical way of not having to use Talon with your Pike Moreau crew now. And it's really interesting. So as we got here, we got our first round was 7 shots made. And then we go down to our next one. This one is 5 rounds. Take that into account. Just think about that. Now let's go down to this one. As you see, I got almost a similar amount of damage or a little less damage done to me when I was running Pike, Moreau, Jaylah. Why does my screen look off? Let me fix that for you guys. I just looked up. I'm like, wait a minute. Let's put that back into refocus. It doesn't want to refocus. There we go. Whatever. You guys see what I'm looking at anyways. So let's get into the rounds. So as you see right here, it's down to 4 rounds. So we went from 7, 5, 4 for roundage. So as you see here, we get the extra shot. And first round, 1, 2, 3, 4 shots in the first round. The first volley. Let's go to our second volley. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another 4 shots. That's 8. So we're 1 off already in our first round. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Our first round we did 12 shots versus before. Only difference now is we're taking a little more damage since we're not mitigating the damage coming at us. But as you guys can see here, there's my health there, smidgen, and we go back here, smidgen. They're both about equal, so it is a theoretical. You could use her instead of your normal PMT crew. Plus, PMT is always going to be hard. Talon's always hard to find because she's always at the end of that list. She's always a pain in the rear. The basic breakdown that Graby gave me, because he did some rough estimates and rough math, it says best description: Pike Moreau adds a 0.08 shot, which is rounded by the game. This will always be a 0.08 shot regardless of Jaylah's bonus. So Jaylah is adding 3 alone and plus 4 with Pike and Moreau. So it's kind of cool that we're finding a way to amplify Jaylah's power. Just imagine after you actually run it. Let me see if I can grab the officer information on her. I don't remember her bumps. So okay, let me move this over to the main screen so you guys can see it, and I'll show you what I'm looking at right now. And we click battle reports. Nope, not battle reports. My desktop view. As you see right here, it's kind of hard to see on the screen, but her first rank you get 1 extra shot. Her second rank is 2, 3, then 4, then 5. Just imagine running PMT with that. As she gets bigger and bigger and bigger, she's gonna be outputting more and more damage with the PMT crew. Or if you're running with just like Kirk or Kirk Spock Jaylah, or Jaylah Kirk Spock, or one of those ones around, she's gonna keep adding more shots per round. And you're just gonna keep amplifying your Franklin's output, which is gonna make it easier to kill Swarm, do Swarm Matas, and ultimately finish your dailies quicker and get those resources refines from doing that alone. So she's going to be real helpful in the long run for Swarm related activities. She's an interesting one. She's not something you could use outside of Swarm because she's tailored to Swarm, which unfortunately I hate having tailored officers, but it's going to make her easier to use for Swarm and give us a clear-cut, decisive crew to use on Swarm and Swarm Matas. Alright guys, don't forget that like, that subscribe, that bell notification down below. Remember below that in that see more button, click that and become join the Discord. You can donate if you want, and under that is a member. Come hit that button, show me your love. I love you guys. It's either 2, 5, 10 or 20 bucks a month. Alright guys, it is No One Shall signing off. Peace out, have a wonderful day.